Hello guys, Solitaire Gaming here, back from our part of Killer Queen, and let's get started. Ojo-san.
Nani?
Karen looked back at him with a firm expression. Could you hide behind my back as we go?
Eh?
Karen was surprised by what Soichi said. That's because she thought that they included her in the group to lower the chances of one of the original three being hit. Of course, she hadn't complained about this offer. It was a million times better. But what Soichi just said shot a major hole in her perceived notions and resolve. Something wrong?
いや、それはどうして?
Karen mentally restrained herself and asked that question. Well, you see, when you and I rush at Nagasawa, I'm pretty sure they'll try to aim for me.
なぜ?
It's like you said earlier, if he's an amateur, he'll also aim for the bigger target. What's more, if he doesn't get a second shot off, then he'll go after a second strongest looking target, right? Karen couldn't argue with that. It seemed like a very logical deduction. So if this logic is correct so far, then if you're next to me, I think it'll only increase the probability of one of us getting hit. Even if it misses me, it might hit you. So just stay behind me. Even if I get hit, just leave me behind, rush ahead, and take care of Nagasawa.
わかった.
Karen was still surprised. As a result, it took all her willpower to mutter those two words.
みつるぎさん!
Sorry, Missy, that's the end of this discussion. Soichi made a gesture of overdramatically plugging his ears and looking overly annoyed.
冗談をやっているんじゃないんですよ。当たったらどうするんです?
It's better than any of you getting hit. I'm not trying to brag, but my body is the sturdiest in the entire group.
けど...
It's fine if we all rush in at the same time. Well, we'd risk a higher chance of one of us getting hit. I'll take it easy after we made it through to make it up for it. Soichi said that in a fake, cheerful voice. Truth be told, he was scared. Yeah, who wants to get shot with a bow? With an arrow? His opponent was armed with a bow that looked about the same size as the one he'd seen in the Olympics. If he got hit, it wouldn't be a simple matter of just shrugging it off. But it was a hell of a lot better than seeing one of the girls being pierced by one of those things. That's all there was to it.
なぎささん。何? かりんちゃん。あの人はずっとあんな感じなんですか?
Yappy always thinks of others before himself. Karen points at Soichi as he continued disputing with Sakumi.
Soichi-kun?
Nagisa smiled and nodded.
そうよ。ずっと私たち
Hey, he's pretty cool.
かっこ悪いけど、すごくかっこいいんだよ。
Though Nagisa's statement was contradictory, Karen understood what she was aiming at. Karen couldn't help but be confused. She couldn't believe that someone would try to protect others in this kind of situation. There was one thing that she didn't understand though. That the reasons why Sakumi and Nagisa still had smiles on their faces was because Soichi was just this kind of a guy. Are you ready? Karen, who was taking deep breaths over and over again, nodded. You two know the plan, right? Just meet us on the other side once we cross the barricade.
はい。了解.
Their plan was as follows. First, Soichi and Karen would rush out from cover at Nagasawa. While this was happening, Nagisa would wait until the right time to dash through, while Sakumi kept an eye on their rear. There always stood a small chance that someone else could follow them as well. Nagisa would then signal Sakumi for the both of them to head towards the barricade. This signal would be given after Soichi or Karen managed to make it over said barricade. They would try to incapacitate Nagasawa with sheer numbers, then rush up the staircase all at the same time. Of course, they wouldn't kill Nagasawa. This was their final plan. Running out of time, let's hurry and get a move on. Although Soichi said that, the truth was that he said it because he wanted to go before he started getting cold feet. Fighting was a rather trivial thing, but that didn't change the fact that it was still scary.
気をつけて、みつるぎさん。
Thanks, just please make sure near you, Nagisa-san, pull any reckless stunts. This would all be in vain if one of you got hurt. Soichi clenches faintly trembling hands into fists to stifle his anxiety.
Hi.
Finally, Soichi slapped his cheeks. There was no time to be scared. Let's go.
Hi.
Karen replied at once. Soichi had already made halfway down the hallway by the time that Nagasawa spotted him. Nagasawa, put away the bow. We don't want to fight you. Soichi was half serious. Not only were he and Karen and closing the gap, but Nagasawa was aggressive by nature. Soichi knew that few attempts at negotiating with him would be futile. Sure enough, he immediately drew the bow up. Just as Karen had said, Nagasawa panicked and screwed up his posture, and also failed to set his arrow on the bowstring. He managed to succeed on a second attempt and pulled the bow to its limits. Soichi was still over 15 meters away from Nagasawa. It seemed certain that he'd be hit before he could get any closer.
Makasete.
At that moment, Soichi heard Karen speak up. She then immediately swung her body and dashed out from behind Soichi. What are you doing? Soichi shouted at Karen despite his confusion at what was happening.
Wakatteru.
Karen quickly went back behind Soichi. Soichi wasn't the only one who lost his composure. Nagasawa was surprised that there was a second enemy hiding behind Soichi's back, released the bowstring before completely adjusted his aim. Whoosh! The arrow came flying towards Soichi at earth-shattering speed. But fortunately, the arrow only managed to graze Soichi's cheek and continued down the hallway behind them. Shivers ran down Soichi's spine. Nagasawa's aim had been too accurate. Perhaps he's practiced firing the bow for hours after obtaining it. However, Soichi dismissed these thoughts as he drew near the barricades that lay right in front of him. Now where the real challenge begins. Soichi steeled himself.
Takumi-san, ikimashou. Hi.
Run! Once Nagisa confirmed that Soichi Karen had reached the barricade, she called out for Sakumi. Sakumi, who had been watching the rear, immediately ran back to Nagisa.
後ろは大丈夫です。行こう、Sakumi-san.
By the time Sakumi had started running towards the barricade, Soichi was grabbing Nagasawa by his lapels. Hanging there, Mitsurugi-san. She knew their options were limited and didn't want Soichi resorting to violence, but she wanted him to win without getting seriously hurt. Sakumi's feelings were in a knot. Hanging there, Mitsurugi-san. Sakumi continued to silently pray just like that over and over again, all for all to turn out well. Nagasawa dropped the bow. As soon as he got a grip on Nagasawa's labels, Soichi tried to snatch the bow away. It was obvious that if he let Nagasawa get away with the bow still in his possession, there would be trouble later. Especially considering the fact that Nagasawa was the type to hold grudges against others. Nagasawa was trying to escape by whatever means possible. He realized that as soon as someone approached him, he had no chance of winning. That's why he made the barricade. He should have gotten 2 successful shot-offs, but he only managed 1 due to the group's surprise attack and Karen's quick thinking. This was a total miscalculation on Nagasawa's part. When Soichi realized Nagasawa was trying to escape, he gave up on the bow and put all his strength into restraining Nagasawa. Momentarily, Soichi thought that it might be easier to snag the bow and let Nagasawa escape, but then thought better of it. Nagasawa might find a new weapon and come back to attack them if they were careless. Just then, Karen, who had climbed over the barricade after Soichi, grabbed Nagasawa's left wrist, the wrist of the hand he was holding the bow with. He's gonna punch her! Nagasawa touched and shifted to Karen for a moment, causing him to loosen his strength a little. Whoa! Soichi didn't miss that chance and pushed Nagasawa down the rest of the way. Wham! Caught completely off guard by the surprise attack, Nagasawa smashed right into the floor.
大丈夫?
Soichi and Nagasawa had stopped moving altogether. It was then that Karen called out to Soichi. Soichi quickly got up. Oh, I'm okay. Soichi immediately tried to pin down Nagasawa, but he then realized that the latter had stopped twitching altogether. Oh, he knocked him out. Nagasawa, hey Nagasawa. Soichi frankly checked to make sure Nagasawa was still breathing. Fortunately he was. It seems he wasn't dead. Oh, good, he just fainted. Why not kill him? You're too soft. Soichi let out a large sigh of relief. Sakumi arrived soon after. Yeah, I'm okay. Sakumi also let out a loud sigh, her eyes stamping slightly. Yep, I'm okay. Nagasawa had fallen behind Sakumi showed up next. Yeah, I'm fine, but Nagasawa. No, he's not. Seems like he hit his head and passed out. You're too soft. Nagisa gave a wide smile, nodded a few times. Soichi's group then cut the bowstring out of Nagasawa's bow if they're using a combat knife. Now no one can use the bow and Nagasawa was unarmed. They then proceed to break all the remaining arrows in half, also rendering them useless. Once that was done, the tension in the atmosphere seemed to dissipate, and the girls gave relieved smiles, even to Karen. You're gonna have to kill someone sooner or later. You're too soft. Upon realizing that she's been smiling, Karen wiped that expression off her face. I can't trust these guys either. She mentally told herself this. Soichi was the only one in the group who was quiet with a serious expression on his face. He was lost in deep thought as he shelved the knife. Specifically, he was thinking about the whole ordeal with Nagasawa, what could have gone wrong if a few things were different. What if Nagasawa had been more skilled with a bow? Or what if he had been wielding a simple weapon, like a knife or something? Would things have been drastically different under those circumstances? These thoughts sent a shiver down Soichi's spine. That's why the first thing he did was take immediate action so he wouldn't make the same mistakes again. Let's go, guys. There's no more time. Soichi then hoisted the unconscious Nagasawa over one of his shoulders. The group then immediately began to ascend the staircase. If they simply left Nagasawa there, his collar would then detonate if he didn't wake up soon. Soichi started ascending the staircase while carrying Nagasawa on his right shoulder. You're too soft! He was, although he was still a small middle school student, carrying him up the stairs all alone wasn't an easy task. Oh, he's in middle school? Especially when taking the stairs' massive size into consideration. Thanks. Sakumi immediately went over to assist Soichi with Nagasawa. She carried one of Nagasawa's shoulders on her own, on the opposite side of Soichi, and they managed to keep balance, making the descent easier. Yank. As soon as she did that, Soichi felt the weight ease off his aching shoulder. Soichi turned around to find Nagisa and Karen carrying Nagasawa's legs. To be honest, it felt like leaving him behind would have been the better option. You think? Nagasawa was an enemy. He wouldn't hesitate to attack them upon waking up. Logically, leaving him would have been for the best. But then a person would die. He's gonna kill you! When he thought of it like that, Soichi couldn't bring himself to leave Nagasawa to that fate. He didn't know how Karen felt, but Sakumi and Nagisa probably felt the same as him. They wouldn't kill another human being. Since they didn't have the resolve to kill, that also meant one more enemy on the map to worry about. Seems their odds of making it out of this game alive were quite small. Nagasawa, you're awake. It happened right when he reached the top of the staircase. Nagasawa suddenly began putting up a struggle. Unable to keep propping up Nagasawa in his current state, Sakumi lost her balance. Nagasawa's body suddenly became unstable and hit the floor. Nagasawa, are you... They're not adults. Nagasawa bellowed this as he groveled on the floor. Soichi reached his hand out to Nagasawa only for the latter to slap it away. He was completely rejecting Soichi's group. You're wrong, we just then Karen grabbed Soichi by his shoulder.
こへ止まっていればこっちが危ない。
If the bottom of the staircase was ideal for an ambush, the top of the stairs was no exception either. They prevented his collar from exploding. Karen was right. They didn't have any further obligation to help him any more than they had.
バカにしやがって。あいつ殺す前にお前らだ。
Okay, should they have really saved him?
叩き殺してやるからな。
And this is where I'll be stopping off for today. Thanks for watching this part of Killer Queen. Have a great day and night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.